dun 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 dun. What's up, YouTubes? What's up, YouTubes? So, what do we got here? Another base design for fun. I believe this one is best used for 4 heroes only. 4 heroes. You can get away with 6, but it's best with 4. You can get away with 2. You can get away with 1. So this base is mainly for people that want to push the extreme. It could potentially work with 6 as well, but most of the advantage and features of the base are not going to be fully utilized then. This is best for 4, or 3, or 2, or 1. So take a quick peek and look around, and let's see why I gave it the name that I gave it. Take a quick peek at it. What does it sort of look like? Let me pull something up here. Pumpkin Duke, head, the little line across the head, the little cap on it, the eye, the nose, the mouth, and some greenage underneath. Take a look. Sort of looks like Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke. Does that look like Pumpkin Duke to you? Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke. And he's even got his little star here. Little star. It's not as cool looking as the star that he has, but still about the same. Actually, we could make it a little better. This will make it a little bit more Pumpkin Dukey. A little more Pumpkin Duke to it. There we go. Now let's take a quick look. Now does it look even more Pumpkin Dukey? There you go. Pumpkin Duke, the base. So, Pumpkin Duke head, Pumpkin Duke face. Looks similar. It's got the little tentacles and tendrils going up the side. Got the little tentacles and tendrils going up the side. So, Pumpkin Duke, the base. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me show you the benefits and advantages. Let's take a quick peek. You can see that the 4 bases that we look at in the center, you can see that the pathing is lined up perfectly for these 4. That nothing should aggro unless it really needs to. So you can see that Santa's got perfect access to the hallway, so anything as soon as they enter here and pop out there, Santa is going to be hitting them on both sides. So take a quick peek once again. Santa is going to wreck them from there to there. Ain't nothing you can do. Santa will win. Santa will win indeed. Now if we take a look over here at this one, you can see that this guy only starts over here for this bit, but still gets plenty of attack time, and even more attack time on this side. This one starts right about there as well, and this one starts up there. So you get 3 attacking in the lane. So when they're coming up the lane, there's 3 attacking, and when the back one starts, like I said, there's always going to be 3 attacking in the lane, but 4 attacking once they get to this point. So you get 3 attackers anywhere from here to here, and from this point on gets 4. That is the benefit indeed. So, what do you guys think of the Pumpkin Duke base? Mainly meant for 4-manning stuff, and boy does it actually do quite a good job at 4-manning. It really is ridiculously overpowered for it, in fact. I think it does quite well, but let's give it a test. I tested a good chunk, so for those that are concerned about the hat up there, it's perfectly fine, it's perfectly safe, don't worry. For the most part, your hero should stay in the base, except sometimes Pumpkin Duke might jump out in the back. You could trim from right here and put it back there and right there to there, but it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But let's take a quick peek at the base and do a little run on it. Let's do some P4-man, maybe a Q indeed. So where I've been putting the bombs is basically as seen. So if you follow me around as I place the bombs, that's where I've been putting them. And I think there and there, and something back here. There it is. Alright, now we're filled up on the bombs, and let's take a quick look at it again. So, Pumpkin Duke's head, Pumpkin Duke, it sort of does look like him. His extended smile, his eyes, his nose. So yeah, it sort of does look like a Pumpkin Duke. It looks even more like Pumpkin Duke if you remove this. So let's remove that for a second and just go back to swapping in and out. Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke. See it? See the tendrils on the side, see the shape of the head, see the everything pretty much, even the little line for the cut on his haircut, or not his where he's been sliced open. But yeah, it's Pumpkin Duke the base. But now let's give it a test. Let's show you it on P. Let's show you it on P. Let me turn down the gain volume. Here, give me a second. So let's take a quick peek. Take a quick peek indeed. And let's do a P. Going well. So if we zoom in out, you can see them coming in. Now ranged can shoot over the wall to this, but it doesn't really matter. In fact, it helps to segment the troops. It gives you more time to attack the things that really matter. And watch Santa and everything pretty much just go through this. Let's Santa nuke 'em. Boom. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Quickly, the bases on the outside disappear and leave you to the stuff on the inside. Now you can see that's where the range can go, but watch the range disappear. Worked for our advantage. It's not a disadvantage. I sucked this in close on purpose. It's purposeful, purposeful. Now, let's get the proc here. There's that proc we're talking about. Oh, all sorts of fun. But coming along, we can see, ooh, getting some procs on us there, but that's fine. Hopefully that Thunder God doesn't blow his load on us. There we go, there we go. And we are moving on to the next segment here. Watch them come down. As you can see, it takes plenty of time. Now mainly this base is designed for the final boss, especially if the final boss spawns down here at the bottom for ON+. It gives you so much additional time on the boss that it's lovely for formatting. It's really lovely for formatting. And even if the boss spawns up in the back top, it gives you a good extra amount of time to attack the boss too. So I'll show you that when that happens. Tested it a good chunk, so I believe everything should be solid. But we'll find out. A lot of times things will break when you're making a video on it. P5's bottom spawn. Now this is the bottom spawn that I was talking about, how beautiful it is. This bottom spawn is actually really extremely good for us. Now look at all this extra attack time that we're going to get. So Santa's going to park his butt over there. We're just going to take the boss some time to scoot his tush around. And boom. There we go. Nope, nope, don't get too close. And he's going to go through. He should get aggro right now from Santa. And everyone gets up there to him, gives us extra attack time. Come on, there you go. Launch a nuke. Launch a nuke. Slow him down. And gives us so much extra time that he should die fairly shortly here. There we go. There we go. Dead, dead, dead. For the win. Makes formatting much easier, which is what I like. 4 heroes. 4. That's all we need. 4. 4 indeed. Alright. So, let's give it a few more tests for you guys. So, does it look like Pumpkin Duke to you guys? Do you guys see it? Do you not? Am I smoking something? Or is it legitimately look like Pumpkin Duke? It's a Pumpkin Duke base. So, if you ever wanted your own little Pumpkin Duke base, here you go. Looks like Pumpkin Duke, but does extremely well for formatting. And I believe it would also be really good for formatting lower levels of Hero monsters, but I gotta try it out on some of my alts to see if that is the case. But I believe it could. Or I could actually throw in some of my like Thunder God and stuff. But if you have a Santa, a Vlad Dracula, a Pumpkin Duke, and a Druid, whew, this is overpowered. But other setups will work as well. I usually just prefer having a ranged of some sort right here. So, but you guys have seen this kind of setup before. For me, this is sort of like the Heartbreaker, sort of like the Icebreaker V3, but this is a more modified version for really taking advantage of pathing for 4 heroes only, not for anything more than 4 heroes. Because if you see the 5th and 6th hero, their bubble extends very, very far. They will hop out early, they will aggro early, but it might not be a bad thing. It might not be a bad thing at all. So give me one moment. Almost done here. Almost done. Let's do one little test and then call it a day. Call it a day. So here we go. Here we go. Going down. Going down. So that side's gonna be cleared up in just a moment. Here's that Thunder God proc. We're hoping that he procs before that falls, but nope, we're not that lucky. Oop. Doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. All our heroes hugging that wall. They're going down that long path. Now, let's get to destruction. Destruction indeed, just almost done. Almost done indeed. We're gonna get this done. Come on. The best thing about this is once the buildings on the outside are gone, the buildings on the inside is what's left, and it's powerful. So it works quite well. Works quite well. Thunder strikes are always annoying. That's why you try and get them to zap over there, but sometimes it doesn't happen. But what do you guys think? Pumpkin Duke at the base. Does it look like Pumpkin Duke? Do you guys see it? Do you guys get the Pumpkin Duke vibe from it? It also really allows Pumpkin Duke to be the last one to get aggro, unless it's a back spawn. But don't worry. There's reasons why we put the bumps in the back to try and make the boss path around. So if the boss does spawn there, the boss should not get in the aggro range of Pumpkin Duke. But other things could happen. Maybe Pumpkin Duke might still go back there. But I've got ideas to fix that if that does happen. But it's Pumpkin Duke at the base, and I think it works quite well for 4-manning. I have not tried it on any higher. I've mainly been sticking to 4-manning. That's just what I do. So there we go, there we go. Take a quick peek. Here we go, here we go. And you can see that the lanes have been extended. There's a lot more zig to our zag in here. There's a lot more going on. So if you have lots of ranged, they can really take advantage of this without hopping the walls. Take a look at what specifically Santa and Druid do. Santa and Druid stay within this confine, which is what we want them to do. It gives us so much additional time to wreck them. So I've pretty much spaced it out just perfectly for these 4 heroes. Those 5th and 6th could potentially have problems. I don't know. I haven't tested it. Like I said, have not tested it for the 5th and 6th hero. It might be. It's just fine. I don't know. Right now I'm just using those buildings for spacing and for a soaker. So it tanks. Come on, launch your nuke. There you go. Now he's slowed down. Now we don't have to worry. He's got a long way to go. A long way to go with Santa just nuking him. He shouldn't make it to Santa. There we go. Gives us so much additional attack time. What do you guys think of that? All that additional attack time. It's ridiculously overpowered. It's beautiful. Alright, so once again, Pumpkin Duke. Pumpkin Duke. And so, have a good ones, guys. Have a good ones. And see you guys next time.